and welcome to the Nerd Bar for the final time.
Make their head drop.
Welcome to the Nerd Bar. I am Cincy, and not gonna lie, this is a moment that I've been dreading. This is my final video from the Nerd Bar, from my house here in a suburb of Cincinnati called Westchester. I've lived here for 6 years, and this is probably the coolest house I've ever lived in. I've had this entire basement kind of to myself for the most part. This YouTube channel was kind of born down here at this bar, so it's kind of bittersweet that I am filming this episode. I do have 6 hot toys to show you here, so got some really good stuff to show you, but again, this is kind of a sad moment for me. My final video here. I am looking forward to Texas and my new house and setting up the collection there, but yes, I will miss this place tremendously. So enough sadness, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to show you these 6 hot toys here. We've got Black Panther from Black Panther. We've got Thanos from Infinity War. We've got the Mark 50 from Infinity War diecast. We've got Deathstroke from Arkham Origins. We've got Obi-Wan Kenobi from Revenge of the Sith. And last but not least, we have Darth Vader from Empire Strikes Back. I'm going to show you these figures out of package, up close. I'm going to show you some of the accessories, but let's get to it. Alright, we're going to get started with Darth Vader from Empire Strikes Back. And as you can see, I currently have him in a pose where he is revealing that he is Luke's father. Where he's saying, "Join me and we'll rule the galaxy as father and son." But I really like this piece. This is the second Darth Vader that I've gotten. I always wanted this one because Empire Strikes Back is my favorite movie. I think that Darth Vader was at his coolest in Rogue One at the very end. But this is just an iconic kind of scene for me, and I absolutely love this base. The base looks like that platform that he was standing on in Bespin with those like tube things that were cut in half by the lightsaber. Just looks really awesome. This totally reminds me of that scene. I don't have the base fully assembled. These railings here actually go in a little bit more into those peg holes, so it's kind of halfway assembled right now because I have to pack this thing up as soon as I'm done with this video. So let me show you this thing up close. The cool thing about this one is that you can remove the helmet. It is magnetized on the inside. There's a little magnet in there. And here is Vader's head. Let me turn this thing around so you can see this better. But look at that. Because there is that scene in Empire Strikes Back where he has his helmet off and you could see the back of his head. And that was kind of a shock when you first saw that for the first time in the theater, that it was a dude under the mask. It was a man, and he looked like he had endured some pain, some kind of damage, and that was a thing back when the movie first came out. So that's kind of a cool accessory there, is you could take the helmet off. It is magnetized. Otherwise, it's pretty much a standard Vader. It does come with a lightsaber. Comes with some additional hands. I don't have all the hands out. The only hands that I have, these were kind of unique. These were the hands that came packaged with the Vader, and these are kind of to hold like his belt, kind of like that, how he does that. Puts his hands on his belt, on his waist. So that was kind of a cool addition. These hands also comes with a light up hand, a light up arm right there, and then it also comes with the lightsaber blade effect as it's swinging. I really like that. I like the how it looks very dynamic and makes it look like he's swinging a saber. So I think that's a really cool effect. I've used that before on some of my hot toys that have lightsabers. Let me show you this base a little bit more. Just a really cool piece. This is 3 pieces, so it's 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 pieces. Actually 4 pieces. This railing is a 4th piece. So really awesome looking base, and I'll show you the whole thing around. So if you don't have a Vader and you like Empire Strikes Back, you love Empire Strikes Back like me, my favorite movie of all time, this is, I don't know, this is a no-brainer if you're a Hot Toys collector. So I would definitely recommend this one. It is still available on Sideshow. This is actually the only piece you're going to see in this video that I bought directly from Sideshow, but it is still available on their site, so you can still buy this one. All the rest of the figures that you're about to see, I actually purchased from Comics to Games. So one more shout out to such an amazing store, Comics to Games. I got all these figures from Comics to Games. Just an awesome, awesome store overall, and I'm so sad that I'm not going to be able to go there. But I'll definitely make time when I make my visits to Ohio to go to Comics to Games and visit Mike and Tess. Just an amazing store overall. This is Obi-Wan Kenobi, and I'll be honest with you, when I saw the pictures when he first came out, I wasn't extremely impressed with him, but when I got it in hand, I am so absolutely happy that I picked this one up. This is an amazing, amazing piece. And to be honest with you right now, I'm looking at it right now, and the lighting is not doing this figure justice. This is such a great, great sculpt, a great figure, a great sculpt of Ewan McGregor. I'm trying to get it so that you can really pick up the face sculpt. It's not really coming through very well, but I can tell you that I really, really do like this face sculpt. The hair looks good. Just an overall great looking figure. Comes with the Jedi robe. This is obviously the Obi-Wan Kenobi from Revenge of the Sith. I do have the dark side Anakin, so this will definitely be posed with that figure. But this is just an awesome figure. He comes with several accessories. He also comes with, I like how Hot Toys does this. Let me take him off here real quick and show you. So you can have it with this base right here, or you can take this off and have it with like the Rocky base there. Accessories that I did take out of the box to show you. He does come with the swinging lightsaber blade effect. Comes with the light up arm, which you can put batteries in and make that lightsaber light up. He comes with sliced up battle droid parts, which I thought was really cool. I guess I didn't do my research on this one. I didn't even know that this figure came with these things. So when I got it and I took it out of the box, this was really, really cool to find. I mean, that's like a cut section from a frickin' battle droid. So that's really, really cool. There's like the torso. And then here is an arm with a blaster. Really nice paint on the blaster. But there's the like the char mark from being sliced, severed. This is really cool. There's a battle droid head and got its face chopped in half. So that's a really awesome. So really, really cool little accessories to just kind of like lay next to your Obi-Wan Kenobi figure and make it look like he just took out a battle droid. Also comes with this communicator that they used in the prequels. Pretty cool there. Nice little detail there on such a small little piece. I really like the boots. It kind of feels like a faux leather material on the boots. Great material on the actual Jedi tunic. And the cloak feels like, I don't know, it's like very, very soft suede almost. Feels really cool. Ewan McGregor, Hot Toys, Obi-Wan Kenobi from Revenge of the Sith. This next one, I have to fix the accessories because they kind of went flying around here. This next one is Deathstroke, and this is Deathstroke. This is actually, if I think about it, this is my first Hot Toys figure from a video game. This is from Arkham Origins. Look at that. You can see his eye in there. Pretty freaking awesome. I'm just a huge fan of Deathstroke. I'm a huge fan of the character. I think that this might be the start of a Deathstroke collection. I might start with this piece, branch out, get the DC Essentials, get the DC Icons, all the Mezcos, and I just really love Deathstroke. I'm enjoying the comic book right now. He's such a cool character. I really hope to see him in some DC movies. I just think he's awesome. It kind of made me sad that we're not going to see the version that Ben Affleck was kind of thinking of, with Joe Manganiello playing Deathstroke and a Ben Affleck directed. That would have been so awesome because he's a great director. Affleck is a great director, and it would have been so cool to see Deathstroke versus Batman in a movie. So it kind of makes me sad that we're not going to see that, but here is the Arkham Origins. You can see the base there, Arkham Origins. And I think that this figure might get me to purchase any future Arkham Origins Hot Toys figures that come out. they've got to be doing a Batman, because they haven't done an Arkham Origins Batman yet. But let me just show you this thing up close, because I'm really, really impressed with this figure. So, get it under the light here, and show you the detail in the armor. You can actually switch this chest plate out for a more battle damaged version, right there. Just pops in and out, it's got pegs. But I just look at the chainmail detail there, right there. Really, really cool. Got a ton of accessories. He's got like soft pants there, so he's got a lot of great articulation and movement in the upper thigh, hips area. He's got a little holster there for his gun. Lots of straps. He's got the what's that? Like not a ribbon, but those kind of strings. What the hell are those things called? They hang down from the back of his helmet there. But this always gets me when I look at the eye in there. That's so cool. Very, very awesome. But overall, just a great figure. Great articulation. He's actually a lot more articulated than I thought he was going to be. I thought he was going to be kind of restricted because of the armor, but he actually can move around pretty well. So, very, very awesome. And let me show you the accessories, because that's kind of where he really hits the home run. So, I'm not even sure what kind of gun this is, but he comes with this gun. He comes with these two things here, which I think are shot out of this gun. It looks like it shoots like a big claw or like grappling hook. And then those two things right there. I think those actually go onto the bow staff, which I'll show you that in a second. 2 grenades, lots of hands, and then a really cool pistol there. And then extra pegs there. But this is how the accessories kind of come displayed. And then he also comes with these additional accessories. So I showed you this. This is the additional chest piece that he can come with that's battle damaged. He comes with this, and this is like a bandolier. It goes around his chest, and then it like kind of plugs in on the side. But you actually plug this in, and then see that little hole there in the back? You plug in this sheath for his katana. And look at the paint wear on the sheath. Looks really, really good. I like the little rivets on there. And then it just plugs into that bandolier. And then here is his blade. Look at this thing. Let me get this in the light. There we go. So very, very cool looking sword. But those are his accessories. Deathstroke, Arkham Origins. I'm really, really happy to buy my first Hot Toys video game based figure. And this is going to open up a can of worms for me with any future releases that they do for Arkham Origins. Great video game and excellent, excellent Hot Toys figure. So, very, very cool there. So far, I'm 3 for 3 on loving these figures that I picked up. And I'm going to go 6 for 6 because the rest of these are just tremendous. But there you go. That is Deathstroke. Figure 4 that I have here is the Mark 50 die cast. This is the, I think it's also referred to as the Mark L. But he is die cast. He's got a lot of weight. Looks fan-frickin-tastic. I really, really like it. I like the nanotech. I like how it, you know, he can create the different weapons and the different things on his, it's like the, what was that called in the comic books? The bleeding edge armor? I think that's what that was called. But looks great. Let me show you the Robert Downey Jr. head sculpt. So you can pop this head off and pop on this head. And that's a pretty damn good RDJ from Infinity War. Very, very cool. His hair looks a little off. If I can remember correctly, Infinity War, he starts getting a little bit of gray in his hair, but his hair is like a brownish color there, like a dark brown. Really like the accessories. A lot of people were kind of complaining about the lack of accessories, but what they do give you, I really, really like. I like this back piece. So this piece kind of sticks on his back, and look at the detail in this back piece. Very awesome paint. I love the silver and the red. Very, very cool. This is made of plastic, but it does have weight to it. So that's very cool. He comes with this piece here. I think this is what he had on his arm during the awesome Why is Gamora line that Drax had, but I think he had that during that scene. And then you can also have this piece attached to his arm right there. You take a little panel off and then you attach this piece, this gun. Very cool. And then he has the articulated hands where each finger is articulated right there. And then he has the repulsor hands. He does have light up effects, but I do not have the batteries in. But yes, you can flip a switch. His arc reactor lights up. I'm even actually thinking about buying the accessory pack to get the additional accessories. The accessory pack is a little pricey. It's like I think it's $225 or something, which is pricey for a bunch of accessories. But I think that accessory pack can really, really make this thing stand out, more so than it already does. But there you go. And you can see the size comparison with the next figure right here. That's Thanos. There's the size comparison. Thanos is on his base, but yeah, look at the size difference there. So here is the Mad Titan himself, Thanos. This is another figure that when it first came out, I was like, I'm not sure if I 100% like it. I thought that he looked too clean. I thought that he looked like he hadn't been in battle. I thought that his pants looked too clean. But as soon as I got this thing in hand, and you can kind of see it right now, there's like dirt and grime on those pants. They are not like brand new looking pants that he just bought from the store. There's like, they worked some dirt onto those pants, so it looks like he's been out conquering planets. But this thing looks fantastic. I'm really, really happy I picked this one up too. But here is the alternate head sculpt right there. Look at that. So a lot of people were saying, I'm going to pass on this Thanos and get the one from Endgame. I'm not sure if I'm going to get the one from Endgame, because the way that I buy figures and the way that I buy, especially the movie figures, is I buy them based on how they felt to me in the movie. And this Thanos, this version of Thanos, was the one that won. He's the bad guy that won. Infinity War ended on a sour note, just like my favorite movie of all time, The Empire Strikes Back. Infinity War ended with the bad guy winning. So this is the big badass Thanos that won. So that's why I like this version. The one from Endgame looks cool. He looks great with the armor. He looks cool with his propeller weapon. But that one, I don't know. He was the one from the past that was kind of like Biff Tannen in Back to the Future. This one is the OG Thanos. That's the way I look at it. So this is the Thanos that I really, really like and I wanted in my collection. Infinity War. I'm thinking Infinity War might be my favorite Marvel movie of all time. It was Winter Soldier, but I can rewatch this movie over and over and over, and I love it. So there's the base. I love the base. Let me show you this thing. So the base has the Infinity Gauntlet there, Avengers Infinity War. You can actually put another piece on the base, this Rocky piece, from, I guess that's from Titan, if you want to simulate that battle. And then he also comes with an alternate arm. So he's got like this rubber kind of skin over a frame. So you don't want to bend the elbows too much because that is a rubber arm and you don't want it to damage the rubber. So they threw in this piece right here with the flexed arm, showing off the buys there and the gauntlet. Very, very cool that they included that additional arm there. Comes with some additional hands as well. That one and that one. I have a little fisted hand in there right now. But yeah, that is Thanos. Again, this is not like a full review, so I'm not going to get into like articulation. This is a showcase. And one more thing is the fact that, you know, I can't get all the accessories out because literally I took these out and unpacked these just to film this video. And then I have to repack them as soon as I'm done and put them in a box to move. As you can see over here, boxes, moving stuff, going to Texas in 3 days. So I gotta pack these guys up as soon as I'm done with this video. But highly, highly recommend Thanos. If you liked Thanos from Infinity War, I'd go with this version. This is such a cool version. And I think this is still available also on Sideshow. So there you go. And last but not least, here's another one. This is like the video of Hot Toys figures where I wasn't impressed at first. And then the more I saw videos on them, the more I saw pictures of them, the more impressed I got. This one right here was just kind of like an average figure for me. It was Black Panther from Black Panther, and I absolutely love the Black Panther movie. But one of the things that was kind of a selling point on this figure was the fact that, as you can see here, let me show you this thing. The fact that they advertised that he had kind of like invisible paint on him that was activated by a black light. So as you can see here, the costume pretty much just like a standard black, some kind of shiny metallic elements to it. Looks great. But if you saw the Black Panther movie, if you saw Infinity War, you know that one of the attributes of this Black Panther outfit is that it stores energy. So anytime he takes a hit, anytime he gets shot, anytime he gets punched, it stores that kinetic energy so that he can then release it with like a punch, or like he can just like punch the ground and all that energy comes out. So when he stores the energy, he turns purple. So let me show you something really quick. It comes with this pretty awesome base here. So this is a standard Hot Toys base here, hard plastic, standard base, but there's electronics built in. You can see there's a cord there. It plugs into the back, and then there's a cord coming out of the side there, and a cord coming out of the side there. There's actually also a port in the back and a port in the back too. It comes with these pillars, and in the Black Panther movie, these pillars, I think they controlled like the, was it like a train or something that was like, it ran on like the, it was like a hover train. I gotta rewatch that movie, but they had like these pillars. Pretty freaking awesome right there. So these pillars, they're made of a softer plastic, so they're not a hard plastic. So if you do buy this, don't be surprised when you take these out and it feels like kind of light and softer plastic, kind of hollow. But let me just show you something, okay? So let me just show you this first. Little accessory there, very cool. There's hands, he's got that hand. I got the rest of the hands out. Here's the Chadwick Boseman face sculpt. I think his eyes are a little off, personally. He's kind of just like staring off. I think they could have done a little bit better with the eyes, but I got to show you this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the lights off for this. I'm going to dim these lights. I'm going to turn off my focus light there, and then I'm going to turn off my lights up here. And wait for this. So you saw this thing without this light on. There's a switch in the back here, which I'm going to flip in 3, 2, and I hope this thing turns out on camera. 1, bam. And it does not turn out well on camera. It's just like all blue on camera. So this is I thought this was going to show a lot better. But yes, the black light is activated, and it's showing all of the kind of like invisible paint on the outfit. It basically just looks like all purple here. Let me see if turning the light back on a little bit will help with the, let's see. So that helps a little bit. Okay, so you can kind of see a little bit better. This thing is so absolutely freaking impressive in person, and this camera's, I'm in 60 frames per second, and it's still not even doing this thing justice. But you could see the black lights right there on the pillars. Let me see if I can move this thing around and show you better. So, so there he is right there, and then when you get him under the black light, you could see the paint activates. And watch the helmet. Ready? It's really, really, really awesome. It's a shame that this is not showing up better on camera, but I gotta say, this is the most impressed I've been in a long time with a Hot Toys figure, and this is an early contender for my favorite Hot Toys piece of the year, I would say. And you know, I've picked up a lot of awesome Hot Toys, but just this additional feature, the fact that it has this kind of invisible paint, this black light paint that's activated with this black light, and the base itself has the black lights built in, and it's freaking beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. I showed Mrs. Cincy, and she normally is not like really impressed with a lot of the figures and stuff that I pick up. And I flipped the switch and I showed her this thing, and she was like, wow, that's really, really cool. So yeah, I mean, I would highly recommend this. It's obviously one of my favorite figures of the year, so I would definitely recommend this. And it's a shame that you're not able to see what I'm seeing right now. But yeah, there goes the blacklight. Very, very cool figure, very cool piece. Black Panther from Black Panther. I think you could still buy it on Sideshow. All of these figures I got at Comics to Games. One more final shout out to my home away from home, Comics to Games. Go in there. Talk to Mike and Tess. Tell them that Cincy Nerd sent you. And they have lots of great hot toys, lots of sideshows, premium formats, action figures. They got a freaking pinball arcade in there now. But I'm in no way sponsored or anything or paid by them. They're just a store that I absolutely love so much that I can't stop saying great things about them. So there you go, guys. This is the final showcase from the Nerd Bar. Hope you enjoyed it. This was kind of a letdown that I couldn't show you how beautiful this looked in person, but trust me, it looks great. But there you go, guys. All right, as they say in Hollywood, that is a wrap. Take one long last look at the Nerd Bar. This is the last time you'll see it, but hopefully we have something cool to show you down in Texas. I will see you guys down there. I'm not sure when I'll be back. We got to move down there, unpack everything, get stuff set up, but I will see you again. Whether you've watched this YouTube channel for just one episode or over 300 episodes, thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and sharing. If you liked this video, if you liked my haul, if you are going to miss the Nerd Bar, give a thumbs up. I absolutely appreciate that. So that's it. I will see you guys again later. But for right now, with the snap of my fingers, I am out of here.